There's lots of different channels there. There are brochures that you can see. There are little videos that you can see. You can touch stuff. They have little stones that you can touch at the African American Monument. You can buy postcards. You can get, as I said previously, hats. I'm a big fan of hats. And so basically it just means that these memory places uses lots of channels of communication to offer these messages, whatever messages you think they're offering. And then the final generalization here is that there are sort of 3 layers of time going on here with these places of public memory. There is the sort of the history, the past that these places of public memory or memory places are trying to teach you about. But also there is the history of the construction of the place itself and of it becoming an actual place of public memory or a memory place. And then of course is the present of visitors sort of being there and thinking about their present situations and tying those to the past. But one of the important points here is that we don't want to not consider the process of the production of these places of public memory or these memory places. Well, I'm only at 15 minutes. Actually, it's going to be brief. And then the last bit for the day 3. The authors also want to justify just the idea or the term memory places. And they cite some guy I don't know. And the main point here is that they don't, like any sort of wise rhetorician, we don't want to create this typology where the canons of rhetoric that I talked about previously are mutually exclusive. They all sort of blur in to one another. So memory blurs into invention, delivery style, organization, all that type of stuff. And so trying to take memory out of that whole landscape is just sort of silly. And then the rest of that introduction is just sort of a preview of what the rest of the book is going to be. And so hopefully this is a little bit helpful. Again, I think this stuff might be a little bit easier than the first 22 pages. But most important to me in all of this stuff are these generalizations that the authors make about these places of public memory, aka memory of places. And so that's why we have our very first threaded discussion that I put up this morning. If you go to, I'm having a little bit of trouble with threaded discussions because I put something on the main page, and then also that we have the common collaboration thing. And so use the collaboration thing for this one. It should be on the left side of your screen. And what I'm asking you to do, and this is going to be open until 10 a.m. on Friday, is simply take one of these generalizations about places of public memory, aka memory places, and reflect on one of those generalizations by applying it to some experience that you have had going to some sort of memory place, whether it be the State House grounds or any museum or anything like that. So for instance, places are special because they're sort of self-nominated. They showcase themselves to be authentic. Think about how maybe when you went to a museum or something like that, how did it try to sort of sell the idea that this is good, authentic information? You should trust me. And that's the type of stuff that I want you to reflect on for the first threaded discussion. And so remember that you need to respond to that prompt, but also you need to respond to one other person in the class. And that is due by, or will be closed by 10 a.m. on Friday. And also, I don't think I got everybody's reflections on the assignments and the reading from pages 1 through 22, nor the rest of the pages this morning. So if you haven't done that, please do so. I'm going to be fairly flexible about all that type of stuff, because I know online stuff should be very sort of self-regulated and self-directed. So long as I have stuff at some point, that would be grand. And the next bit that hopefully you will read tonight or tomorrow morning, or perhaps in the middle of the night, or perhaps in July, is chapter 2. And so what we're going to do tomorrow is apply chapter 2 and do our first tour. We're going to be going virtually, if not physically. You can go physically if you want to the State House grounds. And what I will be doing is I'll have a little bit of a PowerPoint, and I'll have those critical probes for you to think about. And so really that's when you're going to start using your Twitter and your Tumblr. And I've gotten most of the information from y'all regarding the Twitter and Tumblr, and I've tried to put everybody's Twitter accounts and Tumblr accounts on KC. If I have not gotten to yours yet and you've sent me stuff, just be patient. If you have not sent me that stuff, please do so ASAP. So that's it for day 3, and only 20 minutes. And I'll see you tomorrow.